What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Trey Sense. Yep, it is that time of the week again. It is time to go through the fragrances that I wore this past week. So, if you want to know what I wore, starting with Sunday through Saturday, which was yesterday by the time you see this video, well, meet me on the other side of this really short intro, and we're going to get right into it. Hey, I'll see you in just a second. 1 second, sit right there. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday, everybody. Again, it's your boy Trey Sense. Thank you for returning to the scene of the crime. Back to the channel. Listen, need something from you real quick. Like, share, and sub. While I've got your attention, also want to do this video, and within probably, hopefully by Thursday, I'll be shooting another video. And that's a haul video. Hopefully you'll see it Thursday. Hopefully I get to shoot it Wednesday. It's a haul video. But we got maybe six new fragrances coming into the collection. And that's some pretty good ones. Can't wait for you to see that, see what I picked up. But anyway, let's get to it. Starting with Sunday, which would have been the 16th day of April. The fragrance that I wore to work and definitely received some compliments. I'll pick it up and don't drop it. It is from Calvin Klein, and it is CK Reveal. And this is a fingerprint magnet. The cap is, the bottle is not. And you see where the levels are on this fragrance. Excuse me. I love this scent. I really do. It's just, it's one of those cuddle fragrances, man. It's one of those fragrances that just suggests that you come here, you come closer. If this fragrance were released today, it would be a home run. Warm, a little bit spicy, a lot of sweetness in it. But nonetheless, it's just a great smelling fragrance. A regular customer of mine came in, him and his wife, and they were doing their grocery shopping, and they were just like, man, you always smell so good. What are you wearing tonight? And I told them, CK Reveal. This one has been discontinued. I used to see it all the time at TJ Maxx and places like that. I haven't seen it in quite a long time. But if you get a chance to pick this up from somebody or from the gray market or just from one of the discounters, I think it would be a good idea. This is a really nice fragrance and will go well in your collection. From the house of Calvin Klein, it is CK Reveal. That is what I wore Sunday. Let me put this one over here so I don't get confused, but I don't want you to see it. That is what I wore Sunday. Now, and that was the 16th going into Monday. Monday was a beautiful day here. Before work, when I was just chilling, relaxing, I wanted just to wear something different. You know, because I have so many fragrances from the house of Zier. It is Icon. And this one is one of those masculine, old school, powerhouse type fragrances. It's not a barbershop type of fragrance. But it did okay. I think I caught this on clearance for like $6. Is it a masterpiece of a fragrance? No, it's not. It's not a masterpiece of a fragrance by any stretch of the imagination. Is it a bad fragrance? Again, no. It's not. It did the trick. I was at home, relaxing, chilling, you know, in the recliner, watching TV. And this is a perfect fragrance for that scent. It's a little bit green, spicy, just a nice, easy, hate to call it a dumb reach. It's not a fresh or shower jelly type of scent, just clean masculinity is what I get from this fragrance. From the house of Zier, it is Icon. Not a whole lot to talk about there, but it's a good fragrance. If you can pick that up for the $5 or $6 like I did, it's worth it. It's worth it. That's all I know to tell you is it's worth it. Now, got ready to go to work that day. And I just said, you know what? I just want to smell good. I think I was talking to a friend of mine. I know I was, Mr. Lamar Gaston, about fragrances. And this one came up. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to wear it. and it is Dapper's version of Elysium. Elysium is one of my favorite scents. Elysium is by Roja. I only have a small little bit of it, but I had a full bottle of Dapper's version, and you see what I did to it, right? There's the levels. There's the levels. So when I tell you guys that I wear these fragrances from these inspiration houses, listen, I do, because they're good and they smell good. This one is spot on, and I got several compliments from this fragrance. But from Dapper Fragrances, it is their version of Elysium, and you know what it is? It is a nice, sit that right there, because that's where it goes. Nice, bright, citrusy fragrance, and it went good on a probably unseasonably warm spring day here in Alabama. And that was Monday the 17th. No, looking at the wrong date. The 17th. Now, that brings us to Tuesday. Tuesday. Have I got enough fragrances here? Yeah. That's Tuesday. Wednesday. Thursday. Yeah. Seems like I'm missing one. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's the wrong one. Haha. I get it right, I promise. That's the one I need. Tuesday. What day is Tuesday? Tuesday would be the 17th. Yes. Hold on, y'all. What day am I on? That was Monday. Tuesday would be the 18th. Goodness gracious. From the House of Sensual Obsession, it is their version of Millesime Imperial. What I did Tuesday was dig through my little cologne bag, my little sample bag, and pulled out a sample that I had, and I wore it. Or I guess you could call this a sample. This is actually a 5 ml. Lots of compliments with this one. It's Millesime Imperial. It's a Creed Aventus fragrance. It's a Creed fragrance. I like it. I got lots of compliments on it. I don't have to tell you anything about Millesime Imperial. You already know what it is. If you want a really cheap version of Millesime Imperial that gets you sort of in the ballpark, you can go two ways. Sean John's Unforgivable, or my favorite, Ed Hardy's Love and Luck, because Sean John made me nauseous, but Ed Hardy's Love and Luck did not. So that's what I wore. Sensual Obsession's version of Millesime Imperial. That is what I wore Tuesday, the 18th. Now, moving along to Hump Day, which is Wednesday. I was in the zone. Wednesday, I was feeling myself again. So Wednesday, I did something a little bit different. I went with, again, back to the old house of Dapper. I went with Dapper's version of Lost Cherry, because remember I told you I was playing in that little bag of mine? That smells so good. I went with Dapper's version of Lost Cherry, which is a Tom Ford clone, and it's just what it says. It's a nice, sweet tobacco fragrance. But also, I kind of did a layering, but I kind of didn't. Dapper's version of Lost Cherry. And in my beard, I used from Razor Ramon the Barber. You know, he has his fragrance channel as well. I used his beard oil. And this is Cherry Casanova. And I put it all up in my beard, made it look nice and shiny. And this stuff stays on forever. The combination of the two was nice. Nobody told me I smelled good, but nobody had to. I knew I was smelling good. And this stuff, nice, comes with a little dabber for you to get it out and put it on your hands. I mean, in your beard and stuff. So, what I do is I actually put it on a toothbrush and just rub it in my beard, and it actually feels pretty doggone good when I do it. But nonetheless, that was my combination for Wednesday. Cooled off a little bit Wednesday, which it normally does for some reason. You know, hot, cold rain. I guess that's what they call the springtime. But yeah, Razor Ramon the Barber, Cherry Casanova. It smells really, 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 really good. It smells very similar to Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. When he told me he had a beard oil he was selling, and that I wanted it, and he told me what the name of it was, I said cool. Then when I ordered it and he sent it to me, and I got it, I was like, yeah, that's nice. Okay, that was Wednesday. Thursday, I pulled out a fragrance because I was talking to a friend of mine, Mr. Luster Eccles, and he had asked me about this fragrance. And I was sitting here trying to figure out what I was going to wear, and I decided I'm going to pick that up and wear it. And when I did, I was pleasantly surprised. I forgot how good this fragrance smells. From the house of Perry Ellis. It is Perry Ellis Night. And Thursday's my day to go to the barbershop and get my beard lined up, my hair cut, all that stuff. I do all that on Thursday. One of the barbers at the barbershop is a very particular guy. Jim Rat keeps himself in shape. I think he's like 52, 53 years old, but he keeps himself in shape like he's 19 or 20. Doesn't like a whole lot of fragrances. Actually complimented me on this one. Big boy, whatever that is you got on, that smells good. What is that? And I told him, Perry Ellis Night. I get to work. One of the young ladies is working. I walk by her to get to my cash register. She stops. Trey, you smell good. I said, don't I always smell good? Because, you know, I can't take a compliment. Don't I always smell good? Yeah, but you're normally not that close to me. That whatever you have on smells good all day long. I got that Perry Ellis Night. Now, I'm going to tell you what this smells like because, you know, Perry Ellis is a house that kind of indirectly clones fragrances. I mean, it's hard to call them a clone house, but a lot of their fragrances smell very similar to a lot of other fragrances. You know what I mean? And this one is no exception. It is no different. What this one smells like is Carolina Herrera 212 Sexy Man. The silver one. The one in this looks like a little canister in the silver can. That's what this smells like. It smells like a cheaper version of that. Not that it smells cheaper, because it doesn't. It's a less expensive version than that, is what I'm trying to say. But the two scent profiles are almost identical. And I've had this for years and probably haven't worn this fragrance in about 5 years, if I'm just being completely honest with you. But it smelled good. I did a little testing before I left for work that day. I was going to wear a Perry Ellis fragrance, and I sprayed Perry Ellis Spirited on one hand and this on the other hand, and I kept smelling this, and I was like, man, I gotta wear that today. That smells good. But I didn't think anybody else was gonna enjoy it as much as I was, but got compliments all day long with Perry Ellis Night. This one is extremely cheap, guys. This size bottle can be had easily under $20, probably closer to 15 or 16 than 20. Gotta have it in your collection. Gotta have it in your collection, especially if you've been wanting something from CH but didn't want to pay the high prices because that fragrance house can get expensive. So, Perry Ellis Night. It's also got a little bit of a blood orange note in there too, a little bit, but it's mostly like a really, really fancy citrus fragrance is what it smells like. Would go really, really good in the high heat. I like that fragrance a lot. Perry Ellis Night. Okay. And that was Thursday. And this brings us to Friday, which is the 21st. Yes, Friday the 21st. Was a little bit cool and rainy. It rained a lot here Friday. And what I wanted to go with was a fragrance that I should wear more because it's just a beautiful fragrance from the house of Valentino. It is Valentino Born in Roma. And I think these are some of the best looking bottles in the game, and the fragrances are amazing. That smells so good. Now, it does kind of have an Invictus-y 1 million parfum type of vibe. They're all in the same wheelhouse. So if you have those, you don't necessarily need to get this one, especially if you have 1 million parfum, or which one of the Invictus Intense, maybe one of the Invictuses. You won't need to pick this one up. But if you don't have it, if you don't have any of those, and you're looking for something that's youthful, playful, but at the same time smooth and refined, this one will do the trick. It has a fruity vibe. It kind of reminds me of, in an odd sort of way, it kind of reminds me of a grape soda, but not really. But it's got that same type of vibe to it. Nonetheless, from the house of Valentino. Saturday night was Valentino Uomo, born in Roma. No, Friday night. That's Friday night. Tonight, Saturday night, or Sunday morning, when I'm shooting this video. And last but not least, one of my favorite fragrances in my entire collection. It is Hugo Boss Private Accord. And this sucker right here, because again, it was cool today. I don't think the high got to maybe 71. So at nighttime when I left, it was about 65. I had on a light sweater, and this went perfect with it. Did receive a few compliments of, ooh, that fragrance you're wearing smells nice. This is one of those that just, it smells good. It reminds me of a more expensive fragrance. Well, if you shop right, I guess they're comparable in price, because I didn't pay a lot for this size bottle because I had some TJ Maxx coupons that I cashed in. So I think I ended up paying like $5 for this. Yeah, that's right. But anyway, trying to think, which one is it? It's by Replica. I want to say it's Jazz Club. It kind of reminded me of Jazz Club. So if you have Jazz Club, you won't need this one. And I say that because Replica fragrances vary in price. You can find some for $70 or $80 if you shop right. And then it could be $150, $120 to $150. So it just depends on how you shop. But again, I was seeing this at TJ Maxx in this size bottle for about $70. But again, at the time I was married, we did so much shopping that we had a lot of unredeemed cashback rewards from TJ Maxx. We cashed them in at the same time, so I ended up getting this bottle of cologne for like $5. And I bought another one with it, which I ended up taking back. So I actually got money back. So essentially I got this one. If you can save for free. But nonetheless, chocolatey, boozy, cacao-y, leathery, very masculine, very mature. It smells a lot more expensive than what it is. Yeah, and it is Hugo Boss, the scent, Private Accord. Really like this fragrance, really like it. That smells good. All right, that is the end of the fragrance rotation, but I do want to give a shout out again to my boy, Mr. Lester Eccles, who was gracious enough to bring me a sample of Perry Ellis Energy Red. I think that's what that says on there. And it, I don't know, I'm gonna have to spend some more time with this one, but I just wanted to thank him for this fragrance. It smells good. I do like it, but I'm trying to figure out if it smells like a lot of the other Perry Ellis Red fragrances that I have, because I have about 3. So I don't know if I need this or not. I'm gonna have to spend some more time with it. I did see it out, and I want to say it was $30. I don't remember the size. I want to say it was 100 ml for about $30. But nonetheless, I do think it's a good smelling fragrance. For those of you who live in the Southeast, this may be one that you can try to wait out and maybe pick up in the fall, in the end of summer going into the fall, or fall going into the winter, because it gives me more of a wintertime vibe, a cooler weather vibe than it does a warmer weather vibe. And you know, we're in the Southeast, we're on the tail end of it. And I say that because my people up on the East Coast, they're not. They're still entrenched in the middle of it. But good smelling fragrance. Just not sure if I'll need it. As I smell it though, and I'm just like, man, it smells really, really good. So I may try to find it in the clearance bin at TJ Maxx or Marshalls or something. But it does. It smells good. It smelled good coming off of my skin too. But you know, as we all know, as we just talked about Perry Ellis fragrances, I'm sure there's something out there that is going to smell really, really similar to, but don't know, haven't figured out what it is yet. But there's Perry Ellis Energy Red. Appreciate you, Mr. Lester Eccles. All right, guys, that's it. Again, about midweek, I've got one package that hasn't been shipped out yet. The guy's a lazy shipper. He did not ship. Could have shipped it this morning. Could have shipped it yesterday, but he didn't, and he didn't ship it today. So I don't know, maybe he had something going on. but hopefully he'll ship it out Monday. And if he ships it out Monday, it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, at least maybe Thursday. I hope it gets here Wednesday so I can do it Wednesday night and get it to you Thursday. If not, then I'll do it Thursday night and get it to you Friday. But as soon as it gets in, we're gonna have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new additions to the collection. 2 of them, one of them I guess an independent house, one of them a cheapie. 3, 4 designers. Okay, that's what you got to look forward to. Got a little haul coming up. And again, I want to thank you for the haul, because what I did was took the money that I made from YouTube and purchased these fragrances. So it is very important that you guys watch our ads. For any reviewer that you like, let the ads roll. And sharing the video helps, because every share counts. Once the video gets 1,000 views, it's an automatic bump in pay for every 1,000 views that the video gets. So just consider that when you're looking at your favorite YouTuber, your favorite reviewer, no matter what the genre is. If it's music, the more people that click on that video, the more money they get. And that in turn helps this channel, especially with small time reviewers like myself who have to come out of my pocket to buy these fragrances. So I appreciate you guys, because you made this upcoming fragrance haul video. You made it possible, and I'm excited about it. But anyway, I love you all, and may God bless you all. And I will see you in a couple of days. Till next time, guys. Peace.